Welcome everyone. Here we are, 50% of World Data League done. Check. No need to think back about it, except while you're waiting for the evaluations. We have here today with me Miguel and Tammy. Hey guys, how are you doing?
Hey everyone.
How are you feeling? I know that for the participants, like 50% already must feel quite intensive, but how has it been for you in the last month already, I would say?
Yeah, I mean, it's been one hell of a ride so far. It really feels weird to say that we're only 50%. We're only at 50%, but I mean, we still have so much to walk until we get to the end, and it already feels like we've walked so much. So really excited.
Definitely feels more than 1 month, right?
It does. And we're going through, on our part, on community side, we're going through the activities and we look at the schedule and go, oh, wow, it's only been a couple weeks, but it's been really intense and really incredible. It's been so much fun.
Perfect. Well, I guess let's use this little time to close kind of the stage and look back a bit how it went. So as I was just saying previously, we are indeed already we are finishing stage 2. We are indeed already at 50%. And during this short session, we will look back a bit on how the stage went and all the cool things that happened, since it was intense and sometimes we might forget those things. And I will give the control of this session to Miguel, or the command, however you want to call it. You'll be taking charge, and see you in a bit.
I hate being in command. Okay, let's go through. Let's wrap up stage 2. So stage 2 was slightly different from stage 1. So we had a total of 4 challenges, and the topic was traffic. And these were identification of patterns, explanatory factors, and prediction of irregular parking. We had identifying road segments with potential safety hazard. Third challenge was to detect patterns and predictive modeling of traffic accidents. And lastly, predicting traffic flow in a city using induction loop sensors. Besides challenges, we also had one workshop about time series forecasting, which was given by Oracle, one of our technical partners. And lastly, we had 9 one-on-one mentoring sessions, which, coupled with the amount of mentoring we had on Discord, goes to show how useful the WDL mentors can be in unblocking development and also advising participants. On the next slide, we can see 2 quick reminders still on stage 2. And this is the evaluations that will be finished on Thursday, May 6th at 2 p.m. GMT +1. So basically in 5 days. And you will have a total of 27 jury members who will be evaluating your submissions. Regarding the leaderboard, it will be announced next Saturday on our live session on May 8th. And during this day, the first part, we will be hosting the WDL show, where we'll be having a fireside chat with mentors and jury members about how the evaluations and mentoring went. And they will also share tips and tricks to get a top-notch WDL submission. On the second part of the day, we will announce the leaderboards live on the air, and we will have a quick interview with the winners.
And that would be me. So this last week, we did the reveal for the Two Truths and a Lie activity. We started the competition off with that. And it was actually really fun to be able to hear everyone's lies that they revealed to us. And even more fun beyond that was the fact that there were some really, really awesome and incredible truths. So each of you came on, not each of you, but quite a few of you came on and revealed what those truths were. And you all have done some pretty cool things. So let's move on to the next slide. I think we have 2 more here. Next one, please. And we also on Sunday went online. Quite a few of us got online to do our quiz time and covered a bunch of different topics, from data science and technology to just general knowledge. And that was really fun. You can see we took a screenshot of some of us that were there, and we had such a good time. Like, we want to do more of these type of things in the future. going online, it can be a bit difficult to get all the time zones together. But when we did, we had a lot of laughs and enjoyed the time that we did have. So thank you all for participating in those. That was just such a good time. So much fun.
And now it's time for a special guest. Here with us today, we have Miguel Batista. He is a data scientist and team lead for the Analytics Lab PT at Siemens. As you know, Siemens is one of our main corporate partners, and we are extremely grateful to them for supporting this edition of the World Data League. And we're super happy to have Miguel here with us today. Miguel, how are you feeling?
I'm fine. Thanks for having me.
It's our pleasure. So yeah, just a quick chat to understand how's it been so far, and well, I guess I can just jump to my first question. Can you tell us a little bit why it made sense for a company like Siemens to support WDL?
Yeah, I mean, that's an easy one actually. I don't know if you guys all know, but Siemens is not all about fridges and microwave ovens. So we actually have a few divisions, and I mean, one of those is mobility. This is like a group of 50K people. Like if it were a company, to be a large company, and I mean, essentially they like the overlap with this competition with WDL is enormous. So anything from smart cities, like traffic monitoring systems, I mean, you name it, they've done it, or at least they've attempted to do it. So some kind of synergy, or at least some cooperation, is totally like well viewed from their side. And I mean, so I'm not from mobility exactly, but so this analytics lab team, we serve the like the company as a whole globally, and we essentially bridge some of these technical topics. So we help them, like we support them technically, we suggest new use cases, new technology, and to be part of this and to actually see all of these submissions and to kind of learn a bit even from some participants is actually super helpful for us. So this collaboration totally makes sense now and for the future.
That's great. That's great to hear. You were saying that you were not from the mobility team, but you support them. Can you, from a data science point of view, can you explain a little bit to the participants, how does your team work, and how does data science make sense in a company like Siemens in your case?
Yeah, sure. So I mean, like the various business units and like industry groups across the company have some advanced analytical needs, and we cater to those. So in a big company, this is actually, we have a nice backlog of interesting projects. Some typical ones would be for finance or logistics, where we help them out. But we also have some quite interesting ones from mobility. I think like Carolina from my team, she'll be presenting the workshop next Monday. Like that would be like that illustrates the point super easily. I mean, she's done some work analyzing video footage of drones, like on roundabouts and complex junctures. And then she reports traffic flows. I mean, something that used to be done manually, it's now totally automated. I mean, you can imagine all of the gains that are associated with this project. This is something that illustrates the process super well. But yeah, I mean, mobility and all of these, like smart city and like all of these, like this area, brings all of like super interesting projects. Like I'm actually jealous sometimes of the projects some guys in my team have. Yeah, and that would be one. But yeah, I don't know if I answered your point. I don't know if you
completely
followed the exact path until we received the project, but yeah, we essentially get approached by business. We suggest how to go about it, and yeah, then it's a regular project.
You were saying that you were jealous of the project that the other guys have, but can you? I'm sure that you also work on things that you're passionate about. Do you have anything in specific that you can disclose without getting?
Yeah,
into
sure, no problem. Yeah, so right now, so this is not essentially city related. So for sales representatives, I mean, every now and then they make some offers. Some are won, some are lost. And what I'm doing right now, working with the one division, is to kind of make some inference on competitor pricing. So we have an historic record of lost and won offers. And we're trying to get some boundary condition where we can support sales reps in like in making more informed offers to make the one easily. So yeah, I mean, this has a lot of factors like how much should we discount, what's the optimal pricing. Yeah, super interesting. On the tech side, I mean, this is a super noisy problem, as you can imagine. I mean, there's a lot of, like either because the data set is not that large. Of course, we have thousands of sales reps, but I mean, we narrow it down to some. But yeah, it's noisy and there's not a lot of data. So this is actually where I like to work. This is a hard problem. I'm doing some Bayesian inference here, which is, I mean, one of my favorite techniques to attack some of these more complex problems. Yeah, I mean, super interesting. This is, yeah, I shouldn't have said it. I'm essentially, I covet every single project. This is, I think, what I can conclude.
That's great. That's great stuff. That's great. That's great. Miguel, thank you so much for your time. I'm so sorry this I'm so sorry this was so short.
No, my pleasure.
But Miguel, for everyone else, Miguel is reachable, and he will also be evaluating your submissions. So at least for me, if I had Miguel evaluating something that I did, I would feel more comfortable. So Miguel, thank you so much. These were really great inputs. For all of you who are eager to know more about Siemens, they are waiting for you at the booths, where you can read more about their work and even reach out to their staff that's there available, and they can answer all your questions. But besides Siemens, we have other partners with us. These were all the institutions that supported us, not only financially, but also by providing mentors and jury members like Miguel. Secondly, we can also see that these 7 institutions who provided challenges and data, or both, these are institutions who deal and work with real problems every day. And so it's a pleasure for us to collaborate with them directly, like we are at WDL. And on the next slide, we can see some of our technical partners and other companies that gave us cool perks to give to you guys. So we just want to throw a big fat thank you to all these institutions for believing in us and supporting us. Thank you very much. And lastly, we have networking. And for this, you can use the AirMeet functionalities like the speed networking and open tables. This is really cool to connect to your fellow participants beyond your team and beyond the Discord to actually see each other's faces, like Tammy was talking about regarding the activities. You can chat about WDL, you can chat about data science, or to be honest, you can chat about any topic that you find in common. So definitely use and abuse this. And this is a wrap for closing stage 2. We will now go for a break where you can do this networking.
A shorter break, let's remind them that.
Yeah. A very, very, very short break this time. It's only 15 minutes. So don't go too far, because we're going to be tuning back in a short moment. So see you in a bit, guys.